Hi, I'm Dr. Shawana Davis, a psychotherapist, here to provide a review of Tell Them You Love Me. This is a documentary that is airing on Netflix and it is controversial. There has been some really strong reactions that I've seen people have to this documentary. People are commenting about the fact that afterwards they are just emotionally and in some cases psychologically drained from it. People are expressing some confusion as well, and so there could be some reasons why that could be happening to you. So hopefully this review will provide a little bit of insight into why you could be having that experience. So before I get to that, just a quick recap. We see this documentary, we see Anna and Derek. Those are the two main people in it. And we also have Derek's mother and his brother. So early on, we know that Anna's brought in as someone to provide facilitated communication services. And so initially, she is providing the service to Derek, and she is uncovering all sorts of things related to what Derek is thinking, what his beliefs are, and she's expressing what he is thinking and what he is feeling to others, that he has these cognitive abilities and all of these things. And so, in the very beginning of this documentary, we are all very hopeful, right? That we are getting to know Derek. And so that starts the journey of hope. But quickly, we learn in this documentary, after experiencing that hope, that there are some questions that Derek's mother and his brother begin to have about just how valid some of the things they're being told about Derek is. Particularly things that they know to be true as it relates to his culture and his cultural preferences, like gospel music and things that he may want to drink, right? And so we learn these things early on that they are starting to question. So all of this hope we had now enters this phase of questions like, is this real? Is this really what Derek is expressing? Or is this really Anna expressing these things and projecting them onto Derek? And so those questions began to surface in the documentary. And so we then learn that there has been relations between Derek and Anna, which is very upsetting to his mother and his brother. And by then, we've gotten to know a little bit about them in the documentary. So we are feeling empathetic not only for Derek, but also for them being caught in this situation. And they are trying, particularly Derek's mother, to remove Anna pretty much from their lives, but she's not going anywhere because from her perspective, this is a love affair, right? They view it as this has been a violation. And so what happens ultimately is they begin to work with law enforcement. They get Anna on tape admitting to these relations, where they occurred, how, all these things, right? And so they learn about these things. And so ultimately, she's convicted and she serves some time that was later appealed, we learned in the documentary. And so we've gone on an emotional roller coaster throughout this entire documentary, from hope to questions to wow, there's been a violation that happened here. And so that can be emotionally draining, right? Especially when we think about vicariously being very empathetic to the experience of Derek. We still don't really know what Derek believes, what he feels, because we don't have that insight, right? We learn from his mother that he still has some long-term effects of this experience that he had with Anna, but we don't get to know much more about what he could be experiencing or thinking either. And so that is really, really, that can really be draining as well, to not know what someone is thinking, who based upon the documentary and the conviction that there was a violation that happened, right? Because people want to make sure that person is protected. So lots of things there that also could really be draining to think about that here we are, this person could have been powerless to this other individual. This documentary just raised all kinds of things as it relates to race, ableism, and gender, because as a viewer, you can't help but wonder what would have happened if the roles were reversed, right? If it was Anna in this nonverbal capacity and you had a male facilitated communication professional providing the service and there were relations, what would have happened? So, lots going on with this documentary. It is something that if you are someone who's been triggered by it, you definitely want to make sure that you're getting the support that you need. You get the support that you need from a mental health professional or whatever your support system is, just to make sure that you are cared for. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are. What did you think about this documentary?